Hey everybody, welcome to today's mobility routine. We are going to be doing this mobility routine seated, so you can grab like a bench like we have right here, or you can grab a chair, whatever you have available to you. We are going to start by doing a windmill. So I want you to sit at the edge of whatever you're on. You're going to open your legs wide. You're going to try to bring the arm straight down and bring the other arm straight up. So one arm goes down, the other arm goes up. Switch in the middle, open up. Keep doing this. This is working on thoracic rotation. Trying to get that spine to open up. This is going to be a little bit of a full body mobility routine. We're going to hit a little bit of everything. And we're going to do a couple stretches at the end too. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2, 2. Okay, now what I want you to do is straddle. So I want you to straighten your legs, and you're going to try to keep your pelvis straight. So go ahead and bring your hips over. You're going to lean, and then you're going to walk. Side, keep that back straight. Side, back straight. Side, walk it around. And you can kind of position yourself and move around if you need to. Whatever you need to do to keep these legs straight. Now we're opening up those hips, working on that groin, working on the hamstring. Keep going. Couple more. Last one. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to do a pec opener with a thoracic spine flexion. So I'm going to show you from the side. So you're going to put your hands right behind your head like this. You're going to pull your head down, pull your spine down, flex, and then you're going to open up. And then just keep switching. So when I open up, my hands kind of come off of my head, and you can even go wide into like a W position if you want to. And then back on the head, pull it down, and then back on open to open up. All right, let's start. So let's flex, and then open. Flex, open up. Trying to open up as big as you can, opening up that chest, those pecs, that thoracic spine, and that lumbar spine. And as we flex, we're going to be working on that neck and that thoracic spine. Couple more. Two more. Last one. And open up. Okay, good. Next what we're going to do is we're going to work on our hips. So depending on like how low your bench is or how high it is, you might not have to flex your hip much. But if you're a little bit like lower like me, I'm going to flex my hip up to 90 degrees, and then I'm going to do what we're about to do. So if you're already like really low and your hip is above 90, you don't have to do the flexion component. So all we're going to do is we're going to lift if you have to lift, and we're going to work on internal rotation first. So internal rotation means that foot goes away from your body. So here, away, back to the center, and down. And we're just going to stick on the same side right now for about 10 reps, and then we'll go to the other side. So let's start with our right leg. So go ahead and lift it up if you need to. Out, center, down. Usually hip internal rotation is very restricted on a lot of people. So don't worry if you don't move like at all. That's very normal. But getting any little bit more of mobility is really important. So you have a little bit more capsular workspace, so then you can do a little bit more things without feeling so much restriction. rotate, up, rotate, lift, rotate. And if you feel like your side hip working or cramping, that's also very normal. That's the muscle that's doing this movement. Let's do like 3 more. Up, rotate, up, rotate. Last one, rotate and switch. Left leg. So I have definitely a little bit more on my left side than my right side. I personally have a little bit of hip impingement on that right side. So if I go past 90 degrees, I'll get kind of some pinching in that inner part of my hip. So we just avoid that. We don't want that. Trying to keep your back up nice and straight. You're not leaning back, not sinking down, not slouching. A few more. Get as much range as you can. Really try to get a little bit extra each time. Last one. Okay, now we're going to do the opposite of that. So now we're going to lift up and we're going to go in. So what I want you to do is take this front other leg and kind of like scoot it back so it's not in the way of your path. And then you're going to move that foot inward and that knee stays right there at the center. You go back to the center with the foot and then back down. So let's start on that right side. So up, in, down. You should have a little bit more external rotation than internal. That's very normal. Everyone does. As much as you can. Good. A few more. Up, in, down, up, in. 2 more. Last one. Other side. So scoot that right leg back. Left leg is going to lift up, and then we're going to rotate it in. Up, in, down. Keep going. Doing great. Up, in, up, in. That was like 7. Let's do 3 more. 8, 9. Last one. 10. Okay, now we're going to do shoulder cars. So I'm going to show you from the side. So we're going to take both arms at the same time. They're going to go palms upward towards your ears. Once you get to your ears, you're going to rotate palms away from you as you get behind your back. Then you're just going to bring those arms to your side. If your arms are really long, go ahead and bend them a little bit behind your back as you get down to that downward position. And then you're going to go out, rotate them around, palms towards your face as you come down. So we're going to do about 10 of those as well. So let's start with our palms up. Go ahead and stretch up towards the ceiling. Rotate them away from you. Keep rotating, keep rotating, keep rotating until your knuckles are by your side or your hands are behind your back. And then extend, rotate around, palms towards you, down. Nice and slow. Try to get as much motion out of this as you can. Here we're working on flexion, abduction, internal and external rotation, shoulder extension, pretty much all the things of the shoulder. It's okay if you feel crunching or clicking, as long as there's no pain associated with that. That's very normal. If you do feel pain at a certain point, you can kind of cut that corner. And what I would mean by that is if you feel pain here, maybe just go a little shy of that, not go all the way into that. Keep going. These are so slow, so controlled. You can always make these harder at home by adding in some weight to your arms. You don't want to go heavy or crazy with this. Maybe like 2.5 to maybe 5 pounds, something like that. I don't know how many that was, so let's say 3 more. We'll do 2 more. Your arm should be burning by this point. Last one. Good. All right, now we're going to do scapular cars. So scapular cars is when your shoulder blade is moving, and so we're going to be moving in circles going this direction and then in this direction. So what you're going to do is have 2 fists. You're not going to be straight forward, and you're not going to be straight out to the side. You're going to be kind of 45 to 60 degrees out to the side, okay? So go here, and then don't let your arms drop or lift higher. So your hands are going to stay pretty much in line with your shoulders the entire time, and we're just going to be moving our shoulder blades around. So what we're going to start by doing is elevate, punch, drop them down, squeeze them back, up, punch, down, back, and make that more circular. So that's 3, slow it down, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nice and slow, 9, last one, 10, and reverse. So start down with your shoulders and punch forward, shrug up, pull back, drop them down. Forward, up, back, down. Let's smooth it out. That's 3. That's 4. Arms are on fire. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Woo! Shake it out. All right, now what we're going to do is a toe point dorsiflexion kind of combo. So you're going to just be putting your toe under, and then as you do that, you can kind of push your hand on your knee to push your knee further forward. And that's going to push you into more plantar flexion or more of a toe point position. So we'll hold that for a second, and then we're going to come out of it, and then we're just going to push that knee over that toe in that foot flat position. And then we're just going to alternate between those 2 things. So let's go into a point position and then dorsiflexion position. Toe point, dorsiflexion. That's 3, 4. We're just holding it about a second. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay, other side. I'll show you from this direction. So point, hold it a second, and then keep it down. Push that knee forward over that toe, but keeping the foot flat. This is number 2. 3, 4, 5, almost there, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. All right, now what we're going to do is everyone's favorite stretches. So it's a figure 4. So cross that leg over that other knee. Keep your back flat. Use this hand to push this knee down. Keep this foot anchored down so you can use this hand to kind of pin it down too. And then try to lean forward and hold that position and feel that stretch. Right now I'm doing my right leg, so I'm feeling it in the right outer hip. Try to breathe into it. The most important piece here is to keep the back flat. If I'm doing this, I'm not feeling the stretch, so keep that back straight. Breathe into it, relax. You're doing great. A few more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of it, nice and slow. Switch. So left leg is going to be crossing over now. foot right on top of that knee. Press that hand into that knee. Other hand is blocking the other foot. Straight back, lean forward. Breathe. About halfway. Keep that back straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of it nice and slow. The last thing we're going to do is a hip flexor stretch. So you're going to use your chair or your bench to kind of hold one of your legs as the other leg goes backwards. So left leg is on the bench. I'm going to be straightening this right leg backwards, and I already feel a stretch personally. And so what I'm going to do is also take that right arm, stretch it up. I'm also anchoring myself, so my left arm is kind of holding onto the bench just because I need that extra anchor. And then I'm going to be stretching this position. Breathe into it. We're almost there. This is our last stretch, everyone. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. So we're just going to switch. Other leg is supported by the bench. Other leg goes straight back. I'm going to hold onto the bench with my arm, stretch the other arm straight up, and hold it. You should be feeling a stretch right here. Breathe. Try to relax. We're almost there. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. That's the routine for today. So if you want to repeat this, do it again. If you have the time, feel free. And as always, have a great day and make sure to subscribe to me.